All right, good morning, guys. Can you guys all see me? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me? All right, we're going to go ahead and start. Good morning. It's Friday, so we got the weekend coming up. I am recording now, so this will be up on YouTube later this afternoon. I'm going to show you guys my screen. And again, just go over the rules real quick like we always do. If you have not done so, go on to Edsby, please. You can actually download this entire presentation. You will need it to participate in the breakout rooms today. I also put all of the information that's on here in a Word document. So if you'd rather look at it like that, if it makes it easier for you, that's on there as well. Again, just please follow the rules. There's no profile pictures. You must display your full name. You have to be respectful and all that kind of good stuff. Right now, the chat is set to private, meaning you guys can't talk to each other. If you send a message via the chat, it's only going to go to me. Ella, you got a question, kiddo? You can unmute yourself.
No, I don't. I just haven't heard it.
You raised your hand.
I know. I don't know why.
That's okay. If you do have a question, you raise your hand, like Ella inadvertently just did. This is going to be a little bit longer than we've been going. I'm going to try to get through it as fast as possible. So guys, when I do put you in the breakout rooms, please participate. That way we can get done and we can move on with our day. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you understand the rules and they're clear. I need to see a thumbs up from everybody, or I don't know that you understand. Caleb, Christian, Lucy. All right, I'm going to switch over to Edsby here. Can you guys see my Edsby? Hey, Robbie, unmute yourself, bud.
Yes.
You can see it. You're gonna.
I can see your Edsby.
I'm gonna have you as my person that I just ask questions to. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
I appreciate it. So guys, a few things on Edsby. You need to get into the habit of every day when you guys have classes. Your Edsby looks a little bit different than mine. Obviously, mine just has civics, because I don't take math. I don't take language arts. I don't take all that kind of stuff. So get in the habit of actually going into the class. I know a lot of times you guys will come over here and just look at what's due. Your teachers put notes all the time on Edsby for you guys. And those notes give you information that you need. So when you click onto your home room today, okay, you guys are going to notice this. It says Civics conference time. It's a homeroom meeting time. We have a conference day on Monday. You guys have no school Monday. Do you guys understand that? There are no classes on Monday. All right, give me a thumbs up if you understand that. Or an applause if you like that, like Eric just did. All right. So if you click on your homeroom, whatever your homeroom is, there's going to be a conference time set up for you guys, okay? So just be aware of that, please. You also, when you click onto Civics, so I'm going to go into my first period Civics class. You have an assignment for today, which I'm going to go over in just a moment. All the documents that I'm using today, they are right here. Give me a thumbs up if you guys understand that. You guys understand? Okay. So the thing that we're looking at today, I just clicked on it inadvertently, but you'll see it, it's right here. I also have this document, which is, it's the same thing, it's just in a Word format. So whichever one you want to look at, whichever one's better for you, if you like all the fancy pictures, then this document's better. If you like it in a Word format, I did that for you as well. Your assignment which is right here. It looks like a lot of information. It's not. What you're going to do is you're going to be watching these videos, and I have links here. What you do is you take it and you highlight it and you copy and paste it. It's not letting me do it. There you go. You would just take this and you put it up here, and it will take you to the videos that you need to watch, which I'll go over in a minute for you guys. Your assignment is due next Tuesday. So that gives you all day today. It gives you the entire weekend, and it gives you all day Monday to complete it. The assignment is due, and you'll see it up here, Tuesday, April 21st at 9 a.m. That's the next Civics meeting, because next week you have Civics Tuesday, Thursday. I will not accept work turned in after 9 a.m. on Tuesday. You guys have 4 days to do it. I think that's more than enough time. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you understand when the assignment is due. And again, I will go over, once we're done with the presentation, I'll go over in detail what the assignment actually is. All right? So, going to today's thing. For those of you that remember in Miss Crespo's class, you guys went over advertising techniques, I believe. Robbie, is that what she termed it as?
That is correct. And
Okay. This is very similar. Okay, this is very similar, a little bit different, but very similar. A lot of those same techniques are applied to politics. And you guys are probably going to start seeing commercials on TV. Trump is running them. Joe Biden is running them, where they're kind of attacking each other. They're going to be using a lot of these techniques. The whole purpose of this is you guys are going to learn what political propaganda is and how it works and what it looks like, so that when you see these advertisements, either on TV, on the internet, wherever you see them, you recognize that there's a little bit of shenanigans kind of going on with it, okay? So I'm going to go through this real quick. Here is the agenda for today, if you guys can see right here. So we already looked at EDSB and talked about what documents to download. You're looking at my PowerPoint here. You guys are going to have a breakout room assignment where you're going to look at some political campaign posters and tell me and Miss Tori, and by the way, guys, make sure you say hi to Miss Tori, who's joining us this morning. You're going to tell us what types of propaganda you see. And then we're going to look at a website called the Living Room Candidate, which I have up here, and I'll show you in a minute. All right. You guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go. You have the document downloaded. Clay, Carlos, Ella, Patrick. All right. So what is propaganda? So I'm just going to read for you guys. Actually, Robbie, are you there, bud?
I am here.
Can you read that for us, please?
Propaganda is information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. It is meant to influence someone or into taking one side over the other.
Okay.
Propaganda has a very negative connotation to it.
Okay. So propaganda is the use of sounds, symbols, and words to intentionally evoke an emotional reaction, to intentionally mislead, to try to change people's viewpoints, and it is very heavily associated with politics. You guys understand that? Give me a thumbs up if you understand that definition. Pretty simple, right? All right, so here are some of the different types of propaganda. Some of these you may have already talked about in language arts. So some of this will be review for you. I'm gonna minimize this a little bit here. There we go. The first type of propaganda is called bandwagon. I have a definition over here, and this is on the document that I gave to you guys. I'm just gonna summarize it really quick. Bandwagon is a technique that is used by an advertiser or a propagandist to make you feel like You're left out if you're the one who doesn't do whatever it is they're talking about. Bandwagon is, when you hear the phrase get on the bandwagon, it's basically everybody else is doing it, so you should do it too. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you feel like that makes sense. Abby, you there?
Hi.
You there? Hi. Can you read our example that I put on here for you? It's down at the bottom.
Yeah. Everyone in
Lemmingtown
is behind Jim Duffel for mayor shouldn't be part of this winning team.
Okay. Everybody in Lemmingtown, thank you, Abby, is behind Jim Duffy for mayor. Shouldn't you be a part of this winning team? Robbie, what is that statement designed to do?
It's basically to get you on their side, Mr. Jim Duffel or Duffy, to get more people on his side than the others, because everyone else is doing it and you should too.
You should too. Thank you, Robbie. And here's a very famous propaganda picture. This is from World War II. Does anybody know what this character was called? If you do, you can unmute.
Rosie the Riveter.
Who was that? Somebody, it's Rosie the
I
Riveter.
said it.
Somebody
I said
just
it.
yelled it out.
Yeah.
Nobody. Was that Abby? Good.
I
Yeah.
said it.
Didn't you dress up as her for like one of the, or am I thinking of another kid?
Which was
I don't know. This is called Rosie the Riveter. And she's saying on the poster, we can do it. This was encouraging women during World War II to go work in factories. Most of the men were away at war. They had a labor shortage, and they needed people to build tanks and ships and bombs and all that kind of stuff. And so you see she's got her sleeves rolled up, and she's encouraging other women, go out of the home, get a job in one of these, they're called munitions factories, and support the war effort. This is a perfect example of bandwagon. Abby, did you have a question? I see that your hand is raised.
Oh no, I just wanted to say Rosie.
Rosie the Riveter? Okay. So again,
Both Abby's, I think, said it.
this is called bandwagon. Everybody else is doing it. You should do it too. And it kind of makes you feel left out if you're the one not doing it. It's almost like peer pressure. Moving along. The next technique is called a testimonial. Robbie, did you guys talk about this in Miss Crespo's class?
We did.
You did.
Yes.
A testimonial is when you use a famous person to try to sell a product or to try to get somebody to like a candidate. So you'll see a lot of times, especially during when each political party has their big convention to announce their candidate, you'll see celebrities will come up and say, I support Trump or I support Joe Biden. The reason they do that is they want you to think, wow, that famous person that I really like, that singer, that athlete, if they like them and they're going to vote for him, I should too. Shannon, are you there, kiddo?
Yes.
Can you read our example down here that I'm highlighting for you?
Sam Slugger, a baseball Hall of
Famer.
a famer who led the pros in hitting for years, appears in a television ad supporting Mike Politico for U.S. Senate, since Sam is well known and respected in his home state, and nationally he will likely gain Mr. Political many votes just by his appearance with the candidate.
All right, thank you, Shannon. Good job. So if you look at the example that I have over here, this is the famous baseball player, Babe Ruth, and they put his face and likeness on this poster to sell this cola. Does that necessarily mean that this type of cola is really good just because he's on it? No. Robbie, why do they have Babe Ruth on this poster?
Because they're basically saying if he likes it because it's the finest cola drink I ever tasted, then everyone else wants it because
if it's good enough for the greatest baseball player, is it good enough for me?
Yeah.
That's the idea behind this. This is probably the most used in advertising that you're going to see. You see all kinds of sports athletes, so maybe like Taylor Swift is on a poster promoting something. Is Babe Ruth an expert in cola?
No.
No, but you put his face on it, it makes you feel like, wow, if he drinks that, I should drink it too.
But Mr. Mellum, the
Yes.
cola's only like 5 cents. That's a deal.
That's the deal. How long ago is this, though?
True.
Yeah, he played in the 1920s and 30s.
Like 5 cents would be like.
That is a good deal. It'd be a great deal today, right?
Yes.
All right, moving on. This is my favorite picture here. Plain folks. Plain folks is the idea that the candidate or whatever you're trying to promote tries to make themselves look like an everyday person. Guys, understand something. Most politicians are extremely wealthy and extremely powerful. Are they just like you and me in real life?
No.
No, of
No.
course not. However, when they do commercials and when they do advertisements, they will surround themselves with everyday people and everyday things to make them look like you and me. Sebastian.
Miner's outfit. Gold.
Sebastian, are you there, buddy?
CBS.
Yes.
Okay, can you read? I know it's a little mixed up here. I didn't realize it's separated. Can you read the example?
Yeah. Example. After a morning speech to wealthy Democrat donors, Bill Clinton stops by McDonald's for a burger, fries, and photo op.
All right, good. Now, obviously, this isn't Bill Clinton. It's Barack Obama. I didn't even realize that. But why? This is a publicity picture. Why are they taking pictures of him eating a sandwich at a McDonald's? What's
Make
the
him look like a
behind
plain
it?
folk.
I'm sorry.
That way he just looks
To
like a
make him
normal
look like
person.
a plain folk.
Yeah, he's just like me and you. He goes and gets a Big Mac or a McRib just like we do.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
He's just like me. How often do you think Obama or any other wealthy politician typically just strolls into a McDonald's?
Never.
Like never.
But it makes you think that they're just like you and I. That technique is called plain folks. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you understand that. Anybody, give me a thumbs up. All right, I'm starting to see the thumbs. Shannon, Abby, I need to see thumbs up, guys. All right, thank you. Moving along, there's like 6 or 7 of these. Transfer. And again, I have a long definition here. I'm going to summarize it. Transfer is the use of symbols or sounds or colors to evoke an emotion, okay? So over here, you see the famous, does anybody know what this cartoon character's name is?
Uncle Sam.
It is Uncle Sam. This is not a real person. Uncle Sam was created by a propagandist during the First World War to encourage people to sign up for the war. Notice he's wearing like the USA colors. Everything is red, white, and blue. He's got the flag next to him. Dylan, what sort of emotion do all these colors and symbols evoke?
Well, when they look like maybe how that we're like strong and when
Okay. Does it make you feel pride?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's USA. Jason, what's up, bud?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say pride.
Makes you feel pride. It's just like when you hear the national anthem. What's your first gut instinct when that song plays?
Take off your hat.
Hey, we're in America.
Yeah, it's America. You tear up a little bit. Guys, that's transfer. The use of sounds and symbols to make you feel emotional. A lot of politicians, if you notice, like when the president, whenever he gives a speech, what's immediately behind him on like a little pole?
The flag?
Usually a flag. So without even thinking about it, you immediately associate him with what?
The
United States of America.
United States. That's what transfer is, using those symbols to evoke an emotional reaction. So if you see something where it's a lot of red, white, and blue, if you see something where they have an Uncle Sam, they use the words America, that's transfer. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fear, this is probably the most commonly used tactic. Not hard to understand. It's scaring people into voting one way or the other. Dylan, since you are unmuted anyways, can you read the example that's right here?
Example, the Citizens for Retired Rights present a magazine ad showing an elderly couple living in poverty because their Social Security benefits have been drastically cut by the Republicans in Congress. The solution? The CRR urges you to vote for Democrats.
Okay, so in this example, this group, which sounds like a PAC or maybe a special interest group, the Citizens for Retired Rights, start sending out mailers to old people saying, the Republicans are going to take away your benefits. Is it necessarily true?
No.
Probably not. But what would that do to an older person? They're going to cut their Social Security.
Yeah.
It's
For
scary.
those of you that don't know, Social Security is a government program. When you retire, the government basically gives you money to be able to pay for basic things. So if you're an older person and you rely on that Social Security payment to pay for your groceries, and you get a thing in the mail that says the Republicans are going to cut your benefits, what does that make you want to do?
Vote for
Vote
Democrats.
for the other side because it's scaring you. That's what fear is. And if you see over here the poster,
It can happen here.
it can have
Is the opposite of the example.
Guess what time frame this is from?
1940.
Yeah, this is from World War II. It can happen here, and they're showing a town that's been bombed, unless we keep them firing. What is this poster encouraging people to do?
Support the war.
Support the war. Maybe building tanks and building aircraft.
Yeah.
It's scaring people because is this a scary image, especially during wartime?
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Spooky. So that's what fear is. The next technique is probably the hardest to understand. It's called the logical fallacy. So logical fallacy literally means drawing false conclusions. So if you look at the picture over here, 2 is a number, 1 is also a number, well then 2 and 1 got to be the same thing. Is that true at all?
No.
No, not at all. That's a logical fallacy. Let's look at the example. It says premise number 1. Bill Clinton supports gun control. Bill Clinton is a Democrat. He probably does support gun control. Okay. Number 2, communist regimes, that means government, have always supported gun control. So Bill Clinton supports gun control. Communists support gun control. And again, communist is kind of a negative word. Therefore, Bill Clinton must be a communist.
Yes.
Is that just because he supports gun control, does that make him a communist?
He's a communist.
No, not at all. But
facts are there, Mr. Mellum.
Yeah, but do you see how somebody could read that really quickly and immediately make that connection?
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes sense? That's called a logical fallacy. When you draw false conclusions on evidence that's not really heavy. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you understood that.
Thumbs up.
Everybody, Kylie, Wyatt, Josh, Allie, if you understood, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, at any time, you can unmute yourself and chime in with a question or a comment, okay? Reagan, did you understand that, bud? What a logical
Reagan.
Thank you, Reagan. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. There's only 2 more. A glittering generality, and this was the best example of a glittering generality. Robbie, did you guys talk about what glittering generalities were in language arts?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. A glittering generality is a statement or slogan that sounds really impressive. It's glittering, it's shiny, it sounds really nice, but it doesn't say anything. It's very generalized. Okay? So again, I have the definition over here, but let's look at this picture. What was Donald Trump's big slogan during the last election?
Make America great again.
Make America great again. What does that mean?
It means to make America great again.
But hold on, what does it mean though?
Oh, well.
America wasn't great before, and we should make it better.
Maybe.
It means take all the things that the Democrats have done and change it completely.
Okay, maybe
back to normal.
It could mean that.
It means he's going to make America better.
Okay, how?
For them to vote
Becoming president.
Does he explain in his slogan how he's going to make America great?
No.
No?
He's just saying make it
Didn't he say he was going to build a wall?
Jensen, what does this mean? Jensen, what do you think this slogan means?
Make America great again.
What do you think it means, though? What does that mean to you? Does it mean anything?
Change the economy.
Okay. Guys,
The economy's already died.
Guys, you see how we just got like 7 or 8 different feelings on that?
Yes.
That's what a glittering generality. It's something that sounds really big and really impressive, but it really doesn't mean what?
Anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's very vague.
That's very good, Robbie. It's intentionally vague, but it looks good on a hat, right? It looks good on a bumper sticker.
I'd buy it.
Not only that, but they've shortened it to MAGA. You just say it, MAGA, right? It's a perfect example of a glittering generality. A glittering generality is when you say something that sounds really big and it sounds great, but it really isn't well defined. And it's really a smart technique because it lets people put their own what?
Words into
votes.
Idea.
It puts their, who said that? Who said idea?
Justin.
Dang it.
You get to put your own thoughts in your own idea. So Justin, does this slogan kind of mean whatever you want it to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a glittering generality is. It's probably one of the most used techniques in politics, and we're going to see that in a moment with our examples.
I am once again asking
And then
for
the
your
last
financial
one
support.
is name calling. This is very straightforward.
Thanks, Robbie.
This is just making fun of your opponent. President Trump does that quite a bit. He refers to Joe Biden as Sleepy Joe Biden, and every time he mentions his name, he keeps saying it over and over and over. He was referring to Bernie Sanders as Crazy Bernie Sanders, and he just says it over and over and over and over. I have an example here from an advertisement. Robbie, what's going on here?
Burger King is making fun of McDonald's because the Big Mac is smaller than the Whopper.
Yeah. Big Mac, it's more like a medium Mac. Ooh, shots fired, right? All right. Here's what we're going to do.
Whoa.
I'm going to put you guys in the breakout rooms.
Yay,
This one with Richard Nixon. This is an actual poster from 1972.
I am not
Here's one from 1984.
Yeah, Reagan. Woo!
You'll notice the slogan is very similar.
Whoa, that's cool.
You see where you got it from. And then this one, I think, is from around 1900. This is William McKinley. What you guys are going to do, you're going to analyze each one of these political posters, and you're going to tell me what types of propaganda techniques do you see. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let's do one example, and all of these have several. You're going to look at these things, glittering generalities, here, transfer, plain folks, all of these things that we just talked about. And again, you also have a document that I put on to Edsby for you where they're just kind of spelled out for you. And you're going to tell me what you see. Can somebody just chime in? What's one type of propaganda that you see on this Richard Nixon poster?
Bandwagon, maybe?
Okay, why do you say bandwagon?
Because there's like a lot of people there.
There's a lot of people standing behind them, and they're all kind of together with them, right?
Yeah, and it's also the glittering whatever it is else.
Okay, why do you see a glittering generality, Jason?
Nixon's the one.
Nixon's the one what?
Exactly.
Exactly. You understand? What about all the red, white, and blue bunting that you see around?
I was going to say at the very bottom below.
What is all that red, white, and blue bunting? What type of propaganda uses colors and symbols?
Transfer.
Casey, what was that?
I wasn't Casey, I don't think.
That was me who said transfer.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Riley.
Hey, hi, Riley. Okay. Yeah. Riley, since you're on, what is this down here?
Oh, that is the White House.
That's the White House. So what is he trying to imply?
That he should be president.
He should be president. Look, I got the White House right here. One other thing that you guys probably didn't notice, it's kind of hard to see here. These are not everyday people. These are all famous people. There's the actor Clint Eastwood back here. That's the basketball player Wilt Chamberlain. These are all famous politicians. Why does he have them all behind him?
Because he's basically saying that
He's
he
using
likes them.
testimonial,
What is a testimonial, Jason?
where he uses credible people or famous people to get
He uses
other
credible people to show that they're what? What does this imply if they're all standing behind him?
That they support him.
That they support him. You guys understand? I'm going to put you guys in the breakout rooms. This won't take very long, and then we'll go over today's assignment. What I want you guys to do in your breakout room, look at this poster. What do you see? What types of propaganda? Look at this poster. What do you see? What types of propaganda? It'll take about 5 minutes, and then we're going to reconvene, and I'll go over your assignment, and we are done. Does that make sense, guys? I'm going to stop my share. You guys all see me there.
See you.
I'm going to create some breakout rooms.
Hello.
Hello. You guys are going to get an invite. If you guys could please go in.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Sebastian, Carlos, join your breakout rooms, please. Good morning, guys.
Hello, Mr. Mellum.
Hey,
Hi.
Mr. Mellum.
I'm listening to you guys. So, do you guys all have the document?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Ms. Lemieux, what do you see on that Ronald?
Well, I see like most of the U.S. colors, like there's like blue around him and stuff, and like a ton of like, just like, I don't know. It makes me at least feel like he's like trying to promote us to vote him for president.
It's very patriotic, right?
Yes.
What is that called when you use colors and symbols to make yourself seem like something?
Transfer.
That is transfer. Good. What else do you guys notice on the Ronald Reagan? What is his giant head floating over?
The
White
flag.
House.
It's floating over the White House, right? Again, what's the implication there?
Vote him for president.
He should be in the White House.
In the White House. And what is that an example of, Jason? Again, it's a symbol.
Then there's the "Let's Make America Great Again" part.
We'll get to that in a second. What is the White House an example of? It's a symbol to evoke an emotion.
Transfer.
Transfer again. So there's two instances of transfer in that one because of the flag, the colors, like Ella said, and then the White House. Abby, what does the slogan say, kiddo?
Let's make America
Let's make America what?
great again.
Great again. When you use a big sounding slogan that really doesn't give a lot of detail, what is that called? What type of propaganda is that?
It starts off with glittering.
What? Oh, glittering. I don't know how to say that word.
Generality.
Glittering generality.
So you're using a big statement that really doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay. Guys, I think that's it for that one. Go to the next one and we'll be reconvening in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to pop into another room. Bye. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello. Did you guys go through those two posters?
Yes.
What did you see? What did you notice?
So, like what you said about the first two.
Let's look at the Ronald Reagan one. What was a type of propaganda that you saw on that Ronald Reagan poster, the one with the flag of the White House?
I saw glittering generalities.
Okay, why? How?
Because it says, let's make America great again.
Does that really mean anything?
Not really.
Not really. It sounds good. It's a great slogan. What else did you guys notice? Emma, what did you notice on that poster?
On which one?
The first one that says Ronald Reagan.
It's just like, it says for president and let's make America great again. And it has like the White House.
Okay, it's got the White House, and what's right behind him, right behind his head?
The flag.
Flag. So why did he put the flag and the White House on there?
Because it's like for president and it's like America and the president lives in the White House, so.
Okay. What is that called when you use symbols like that and colors and pictures? What type of propaganda is that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Could somebody chime in and help her?
Transfer.
Who's that? Joey?
Joey.
Yeah, that's called transfer. When you use symbols, Emma, to evoke an emotion, it's called transfer. Okay? All right. I'm going to hop out, guys.
Okay.
One more room.
Bo has BTW.
What's
Mr.
up?
Mellum joined.
Hello.
So you guys looked at those posters?
Yeah.
All right. On the second one that says prosperity, where McKinley is standing on the coin, what were some things that you guys noticed about that?
I noticed that it said like commerce and civilization, and it seemed all like good stuff.
What is commerce? Do you know what that word means?
Like trading and stuff.
Yeah. So what's the implication? If you vote for me, what's going to happen?
Trading will thrive.
Yeah, business will be strong. When you use simple words like that, prosperity, civilization, commerce, what type of propaganda is that?
Here, isn't it like the glittering one?
It is. Excellent. That's called a glittering generality. It's very generalized. It's not really saying a whole lot, but it evokes an emotion. What else do we know? What is he holding in his hand?
American flag.
Okay, and what kind of propaganda is that when you use colors and symbols?
Transfer.
That is called transfer. Good. Did you guys notice anything else? What about the people at the bottom that are holding them up?
Here. Wait.
Kylie.
He's on a coin, like a coin.
Okay, so again, there's like the money thing. Who are those people holding them up? Are they famous people or are they just like everyday people?
Regular people, just like his supporters.
Let Kylie answer, guys.
Regular people.
They're regular people, and they're holding them up to like cheer, right? What is that called when you surround yourself with regular, everyday people doing regular, everyday things to look like you're one of them?
I don't know.
Can you go back through the document and find it?
Yeah.
It's a type of propaganda where you're just like everybody else. It's the one that had Barack Obama eating a sandwich.
Can I say it?
Bandwagon?
You could say it's bandwagon because they're all joining together. Yeah, I would say that, but what's the other type of propaganda that it really is? Yeah, somebody jump in and help her out.
Plain folks.
That is, who said that?
Me, Sammy.
Sammy, why is it plain folks?
Because they're like everyday people.
They're everyday people. Kylie, did that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to reconvene back in the big room, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Mellum, you're muted. Mr. Mellum, you are muted.
Miss Tori, how'd they do?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, they were all pretty confident with it.
Okay. We're going to go over it real quick. I don't want to go too long here.
Good job, Mr. Mellum.
Why is there only 30 of us?
Because I want to be Wyatt.
Guys, you got to mute yourselves. That's because they haven't come back in yet. It gives them 60 seconds after I close the room to rejoin. All right. Can you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go through these real quick. This one, Sammy, can you unmute yourself, kiddo? What was something that your group thought about this Ronald Reagan poster?
It had like the White House on it, and yeah, we just talked about like how it, like, yeah, I don't really know.
What is that called when you use symbols like the U.S. flag or the White House or red, white, and blue?
Hold on, I'm trying to pull the PowerPoint back up.
Starts with a T.
Transfer.
That is called transfer. This whole thing is pretty much transfer, except he does have that catchy slogan. Miss Callie, when you use a slogan that sounds really impressive but really doesn't have a lot of substance to it, what is that called?
Reagan. It's called glittering generality.
Very good. Excellent work. That's pretty much what was on here. Okay. This one, we had William McKinley.
Oh, that's his name.
Keller, I spoke with you earlier. Can you share what you came up with? Because you talked about some of these words.
So can you hear me? Or...
Yeah.
All right. So it's like commerce, like trading and civilization. So it's like business will be good and it'll be good for the economy and stuff.
Okay, that's the implication. And what type of propaganda is he using here with these simple slogans and simple words?
Glittering generality, or
this whole thing is a glittering generality. Good. Jason, you have some people down here. So what type of propaganda is that? What do you think?
Bandwagon.
Bandwagon, they're all joining together. Also, they're everyday people, Jason. What would that indicate?
That would indicate that he's a part of them, so he's a plain folks.
It's plain folk as well. Good. I think you guys understand this. Give me a thumbs up if you felt like this was fairly easy to understand. You're recognizing what these symbols are and what they mean. Wyatt, you have your hand up, buddy. Do you have a question?
No, I think I accidentally put my hand up.
It happens. We all do. I'll put my hand up. There you go. All right. I'm going to go over the assignment. Okay. Your assignment. You see all these videos here. Jason, you got a question?
Oh, no.
What you guys are going to do, you're going to watch some actual campaign videos. Some of them go way back. This Dwight D. Eisenhower one is from 1952. You have one here with John F. Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, Ronald Reagan, and then some more modern ones. On Edsby, you see I put them on here. You just copy and paste them up into here. You guys all see my Edsby screen?
Yeah.
Okay. What your job is, you're going to watch each video and tell me what type of propaganda you noticed, just like how we just did with the campaign posters, okay? Each one, you must identify at least 3 types of propaganda. There's only one exception. This one, the Lyndon Johnson one. It only has 2 types, okay?
Yeah.
Each one of these videos, you can probably find 6 or 7 different propaganda techniques like fear, glittering generalities, and plain folks. You're only required to find 3. Give me a thumbs up if you understand that.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I need to see it from everyone. I'm making sure that you understand the assignment. For each type of propaganda, also tell me how you noticed it. And I have an example here of what your thing should look like. So you would put Dwight D. Eisenhower commercial. That's this one. I saw bandwagon because there were lots of people marching together. Here's what I want to do. You guys just want to do the first one together so it's done?
Sure.
Yeah.
So when you click on these links, there's 2 different websites. There's one called the Living Room Candidate. I was going to show you this, but my Flash player and JavaScript is not working. I will put this link for you onto Edsby. You can find them all. And it gives you not only the videos you're supposed to watch, but a bunch of them. It even shows you, and I think I showed this in class. It even shows you guys like what the results in the Electoral College were. You guys can see here. However, if you just click on the this link, it'll take you to this. Let's watch the first one together. And Robbie, will you let me know if you guys can't hear it or see it?
Yeah.
All right.
We can see it now.
You can see it now?
I for president, I for president, I for president, I for president. You like Ike, I like Ike. Everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum. We'll take Ike to Washington. We don't want John or Harry. Let's do that big job right. Let's get a step with the guy that said, get a step with I. You like Ike, I like Ike. Everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum. We'll take Ike to Washington. Guess where we are going? Several day and night for president. Adelaide go the other way. We'll all go with I. You like Ike, I like Ike. Everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum. We'll take Ike to Washington. We'll take Ike to Washington. Now is the time for all good Americans to come to the aid of their country.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's catchy, right? Ike
Yeah.
for president,
Yeah.
Ike for president. What type of propaganda did you guys see in this video that jumped out at you?
Bandwagon.
Oh, who said that?
Casey.
Casey, where did you notice bandwagon, kiddo?
There was like a ton of people.
This right here?
Like kind of rioting, more like parading down the streets.
And
saying,
they're all
"Vote for
saying what?
Ike.
Ike. I like Ike. I like Ike. I like Ike. So on your paper, you would say, that's the reason I use this, bandwagon, there's lots of people marching together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What's another
saw
type of
name calling.
propaganda that you guys noticed?
Clean
Transfer.
Guys, hold on. Look at these people. Who's this guy?
Normal folk.
They're normal folks. Dylan, what is this guy right here?
Firefighter.
Firefighter. What's this guy?
Painter.
What's this guy?
Businessman.
Yeah, the door-to-door salesman.
He's a person.
Housewife. Mechanic.
Train conductor.
Train conductor, whatever he might be. This maybe is an insurance salesman. You got a cowboy over here. A mom. So, Dylan, what are these people?
Plain folk.
They're plain folks. Everyday people like Eisenhower. Aren't you an everyday person?
Yes.
You vote for him? Of course
Yes.
you should. You understand?
Yes.
A few of you guys called out something else. What else did you see?
I said
I've seen
name
transfer.
Jason, where did you see transfer, buddy?
I've seen Uncle Sam marching at the front of the line.
Let me see if I can find him in here.
He
Here,
was
go
like
back a little bit more.
the
Go
second
back.
one
Oh, there he
after it
is.
said we like
Yeah,
Ike.
there he is. Uncle Sam loves Ike.
He does?
You should too. He's not a real person, obviously.
Name calling. He was calling all the Democrats donkeys.
Ooh, that was very good. Yeah, did you guys see this? Where is it?
Yeah.
Robbie, what do the
Yes.
donkeys indicate?
The donkeys indicate the Democrats.
And it says in the jingle, we don't want Tom or Dean or Harry. This is Harry Truman, former president. So who are these donkeys representing?
Democrats.
Other politicians? Let me play it again. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
We don't want those guys, and they're kind of goofy looking, aren't they?
Maybe it's like to make fun of them a little bit.
It's to make fun of them. Yes. So you would say name calling the Democrats are these goofy looking donkeys. Another type of transfer. I don't know if you guys noticed it. What's going on here?
Elephant, like Republicans.
Republican, and he looks big and proud, and he's marching. And then at the end, well, hold on. The biggest thing in here. What's his slogan?
Ike. We like Ike.
I like Ike. I like Ike. I like Ike. Guys, they put out buttons. I actually have one somewhere. What is that called when you have a simple slogan like that that sounds great but really doesn't mean much?
Glittering generality.
It is a glittering. Guys, they put out buttons and they were incredibly popular. You see them here?
Oh, I want one.
What if I didn't like Ike?
Guys, is that catchy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an extremely good slogan. It's simple. It's to the point. You know, Ike is short for Eisenhower. That was his nickname. One other thing. Even the sun has Ike on it.
Somebody stamped the sun.
What do we got here? What is that?
White House. Or
White House.
Capitol building.
That
Capitol
is not the White House.
Capitol building.
That is the Capitol building. And I think they put a flag on top of it that says Ike. What is that called when you use that type of a, to the sun coming up over the Capitol?
Yes.
It's transfer. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. But we went a little long. I told you this is gonna be a long one today. So here's an example of what your response would be for that first one. You guys can see here. Dwight D. Eisenhower commercial. I saw a bandwagon, lots of people marching together. Plain folks. I see a painter, a mother, a baker, a candlestick maker, whatever. Glittering generality, the I like Ike slogan. Catchy, kept saying it over and over and over. Transfer, the Capitol building at the end, or the donkey, or the elephant. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Give me a thumbs up or an applause if you understand what the assignment is. Are you guys cool? Does anybody have any questions about the different types of propaganda or what it is that they have to do?
No.
No.
Wyatt?
No.
Not Wyatt.
Mr. Mellum,
Did
where
you
are we
have a
supposed to
question?
turn this in at?
You what?
Where are we supposed to turn this in at?
When you go on to Edsby, that was a good question. Let me go back to my screen.
Don't you just message it to you?
Yeah. So when you're on Edsby, on your end, Wyatt, can you see my screen here?
Yeah.
There's going to be a little blue button that says submit. You can type your answers right in there, or if you want to do it on a Word document and then attach it to the submit thing, you can do that.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Any other questions, concerns, comments that relate to the assignment? Riley?
Can we also just write it out and just take a picture of it and send it to you?
I'd rather you do it on Edsby because it goes straight into my grade book from there. If you don't know how to do that, hang on and I can show you.
I think I do.
Okay.
Well,
Riley, if you have trouble, just send me an Edsby message and I'll walk you through it.
All right.
All right. Wyatt, did you have another question?
No, I forgot to put down my hand.
Down. Any other questions?
A question about today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you have math coming up in a little bit. Remember,
Yes.
Monday, no school for you guys. It's a conference day, and it's just us trying to help you guys learn how to navigate. I'm not sure, Robbie, if that was what your question was.
No, I was going to say, when is the attendance going to be put up?
It already is. It should be.
What?
Oh, what they're doing is today's attendances, you need to sign up for a conference time. Okay?
Well, I'm not being counted. Nah, I don't want a conference.
So that's with your homeroom teacher. So you need to contact them if they haven't posted it yet. Actually, I'm your homeroom teacher. It's up there.
Yes, you are.
It's up there.
Okay.
All right.
So the
Riley,
conference,
what's up, kiddo?
So the conferences, they start at like 9 a.m. from 12.
Depending on your teacher, I put a block of time in the morning and then a block of time in the afternoon. And again, all we're going to do is just review really quickly to make sure you understand how to submit assignments and find things. That's the purpose of the conference.
All right.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Yeah, Jensen.
Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy. I appreciate it.
The statement.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and